Alright guys, this is day number 2 of my series to 2100 ELO on chess.com. We were at 2017. Let's get into it. And we're going up against a guy from Vietnam who's a 2004 rated player. And we get the Caro Kann. Okay, we get the advanced variation. Alright. Typical stuff so far. We'll go ahead and pin the knight to the queen. Okay. I could prematurely play Queen B6, which already has a threat. Okay, I think I'm gonna play it actually. Or you know what, let's just continue our development. I mean, this is correct. I know these are book moves. Okay, I don't know about that. That seems a bit aggressive. Though it does block this development of the knight. However, I feel like I could just play like this. Well, let's play this. We'll do that. And then we're going to develop our knight. And okay, so he does that. I think we're kind of forced to take in this scenario. So that's fine. We'll play that. I'm looking at this. Development. Interesting. This already seems quite a bit dubious. I'm not gonna lie, but who knows? Maybe he knows this line. Okay, yeah, I mean that's the expected move. Now, if I go here, what if he slides back? What if I play queen here? This is already a very interesting game. Let's go ahead and play queen b6. I'm expecting this, but can I just... Oh, okay, so he just goes back. Okay. Now what if I start attacking this bishop? Does he slide all the way back? That'd be crazy. We'll give it a try. This one doesn't look that bad. Then we might just castle here. We could also long castle, which I don't know if it's exactly accurate. We are also threatening this move, by the way, now. Okay, so he just goes back. We could take. That, again, doesn't seem right. We could just play here, adding more pressure to the center. He's probably going to play rook d1, which is probably the move he's going to play next. And again, we have so much pressure on this backwards pawn. But he is going to have 3 defenders if he moves the rook. Okay, so he doesn't. He's giving up this pawn for some reason. Okay. Am I missing something here? This seems a bit strange. Okay. I think we're going to force queens off the board. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Okay, and we're just going to be up a pawn. We're going to get the open C file as well, it looks like. And, wow. Okay. Okay, that move's typical. That's checks out. No checks here that are any good. Honestly, we can just slide back. He's probably going to push the pawn. I need a castle here, yeah. Castling seems fun. Okay, so now we can stop the attack by just simply playing this, and I think that looks fine with me, honestly. If I play here, he comes here, I go there, he goes there, I come back, and I threaten this. So hold on. If I go there, he goes there, I go there, he just goes there, but then I could come here. Just get this piece out, because this piece is kind of dead. So let's go for it. We'll see what happens. Okay. And then I could just slide back. If he pushes, you know, that might have not been the best, but we could reroute the knight like this. Okay, that's fine. Okay. At least we got this bishop out. I mean, it doesn't seem proper, I'm not gonna lie, 'cause look at this knight now. I might have messed up a bit here. Maybe doubling? Okay. I need to make a square for this knight. This knight needs to get here. Okay, so it just does this. Interesting move. I mean, we are up a pawn. Okay. That seems fine with me, honestly. We're gonna get that knight to this outpost square on c4. And I really think what I did here with in this box with the knight is just awful. I'm not gonna lie. I think I really misplaced my knight, and it was just wasted moves. So I mean, I understand what I did was wrong there. But again, we are up a pawn, so we do have a bit of leeway. Well, let's just see what he does. If he gives a check, I just slide up. Again, moving the knight here is perfect for what I need to do. Okay, so he just goes there. Again, I really don't understand what the point of that move is. What is he trying to set up here? We're threatening that now too, as well. So that might be the more optimal play. Okay. So I go here. Interesting. What's stopping me from just going right there? Now we have two major threats on the board. His bishop is dead. We trade these off. Go back. This pawn is going to push. This side of the board is dead. 2v2. We have another pass pawn. Okay, so he just plays that. It's alright. I don't see anything wrong with just taking the pawn here. If he checks, you just slide up. Okay. I did see that. You do gotta be a bit careful. Yeah. I come here. I mean, I think this is my only move. I mean, you just gotta check. I go down. Okay, now I think I just start pushing this pawn. We are still up one. Maybe this was the better move. No, he would just play that. Okay. We have a double threat. A lot of mistakes in this game. I could already tell. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, maybe me taking this pawn on a4 wasn't the best idea. I allowed that pawn push, which really allowed this rook and this pawn to get into position. But as it stands, I think we're okay. At minimum, a draw. But I'd say I have a pretty good position. He is down. Oh wait, he is up on the clock by a minute and a half, so I do gotta play a bit faster. However, I do think he blundered. Can he go here though? Take. No, because no, doesn't work. Doesn't work. So yeah, we are attacking both of these pieces, and he can't defend both because if he goes there, I'm just gonna take. So he's in a difficult spot. I think him checking me like that was incorrect. I actually think he's winning right here. If I go here, he probably just all he has to do is move that rook over, and he's gonna promote that pawn. But now this rook is blocking that pawn. So we'll see what I did wrong, and we are about to be even on the clock, which is good. Okay, so he goes there. All right. I still think it's a draw. If I go here, he's just gonna come. Oh no, then I take. Yeah, it's just a draw. Unless I could. Unless I can play quick and put him in checks. Start pre-moving. And he's just gonna take it. It's just a draw. All right. Well, we were up 2 pawns at one point, and we threw that position away. So let's go see where we made our mistakes. All right. I want to start the review from here. Right here. So we are up, and yeah, I knew it. I knew taking that was incorrect. Yep. And we are actually losing here. Now it's even. And it's still a draw, actually. Okay, so we maintained a draw the entire game. Okay, so let's actually review from the beginning. So far everything was perfect here. I had a miss. It was just to immediately push this pawn. Yeah, I didn't see that. I guess I could have. I think I was just super focused on castling short, because that's what you typically do in the Caro Kann. Alright, so we are winning from this point on. Now, well, I just want to review the mistake. So this was a mistake. I should have gone there first. And then what was after? Oh. Yeah, I guess sliding here was incorrect. I should have just maneuvered a different way. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. I knew it was incorrect too. Really. Ah, okay, so this move was, I had this move planned, but I guess I don't know why I didn't do it. Yeah, it stops all these attacks. So I guess I should have done that first, and then he was able to get into the position. So maybe playing it just a bit more passively was the method. So what was I supposed to do in this position? Move the knight. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I definitely could have played that a lot better, but let's get into another one. Definitely not playing at 2135. Alright, we got 2014. We're going to get the Caro Kann again. Okay. Get the exchange. Okay. So all this stuff is pretty normal. So there. Versus the queen back. If he's willing to trade, that'd be great. I don't see any tactics yet. We'll maintain the pin. I can take, or I can just slide back. So what is my goal after? I take, then what? Because if I go back here, then I'm going to have this knight move. Let's go ahead and take. And we'll push. Or we could play this. And just trade off more pieces. Okay, so he wants to go into an endgame. Let's just keep attacking. if I take, he's gonna take, and I go here. He's probably gonna play that. That's fine. This guy's seriously just playing for a draw. Okay, so if I push here, I'm just gonna push. And I think I break through actually. Wow. I think I queen here. I don't think it's possible for him to defend it. Wow. That's the power of the minority attack and the Caro Kann. Look at that. That's beautiful. I don't think he could defend against it. Well, so let's calculate. So even if he goes right here, I'm just gonna keep pushing, and he's forced to just take, and I'm gonna queen. So what if he goes here? And I just take. Yeah, I don't see a way out for him. Next move is this, obviously. So I think he could honestly just resign here. And again, I'm not too sure. I'm fairly certain I'm gonna queen. So that's great, though. That's honestly great. Now this is an instructive game in the Caro Kann, and I'll do a bit of a deeper analysis on it. Yeah, I seriously don't see a way for him. All of his rooks are too slow. He can't get back up into these two squares that he needs to occupy. He has no way of doing it. Okay, so he just goes for that, and then I'm just gonna push. And he might just have to sacrifice the rook. Good. Go ahead and create a left. Like that. I mean, he should just resign here out of respect, but I guess he's not. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and check out this game. Let's see. Yeah, we played with a 92.8. So, okay, we did have a couple misses. Or not misses. We had one miss, one mistake, and a few inaccuracies. So we'll go over it. Okay, so this is essentially best moves. Just developing all of our pieces and castling. So here was my first inaccuracy, and I was kind of confused on what I was supposed to do. So I guess, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does give me this outpost square with the knight, but I am doubling the pawns. So we do typically see this type of position the other way in the Jabava London, where it's okay to do it. So I guess in this position it's also fine. But now that I'm looking at it a bit more, this pawn is also very weak. It's also isolated, so I have doubled pawns and an isolated pawn. So in all honesty, I would never play that. And it's probably best by perfect play. That's what the engine says. And it's best if it's by an engine, and I'm not an engine. So, in practical terms, having doubled pawns and an isolated pawn is just awful, and you should never get that. You should never want that. Okay, anyway, so yeah, the goal was to kick the queen and then get into this square to trade off. Okay, I guess it wants me to. I guess I could just slid back like that. Not bad. I mean, I think it instinctively just went back here. I guess this move was a bit more direct and forcing. And here I had a miss. Okay. So I guess I should have gone back and attacked the queen. Yeah, it actually it makes sense because here's the deal, right? All these squares are occupied now. So he really only has 2 squares, and he's going to be placed back on his back rank, and he's going to have all these pieces back here, and it's kind of just like a passive position. So I understand why the engine might say that. However, I just simplified it down. Okay. Everything else looks fine from here on out. Pushing the pawn here was good. Ignoring this, whatever he was doing here, I mean, I knew he had no attack. Right, I mean, he has just 1 rook and 1 queen, and I have all my pawns, my queen, and my rook here defending. So I wasn't even concerned about that. I was looking at the right side of the board. So here was a mistake. So what was I supposed to do? Take? Again, right? You put yourself in this position where you now have an isolated pawn, and seriously, like. Here, I'm just going to make a random moves here. This is what I'm afraid of. You know? Hey, I'm applying all this pressure to that isolated pawn. Then that isolated pawn's next. So I didn't like how that would have turned out. So that's why I played this. Because if you tick, and we still have, you know, for instance, here, and he plays something like that. And I still have my 2 connected pawns with the passer. So that was my reasoning behind it. Here, and yep, pushing the pawn was the correct move. And here was his mistake. I play a great move here, right? Because he can't really do anything, and this is his biggest inaccuracy. I'd say it's more of a blunder because it loses the game on the spot. But yep, just continue my march forward, keep pushing the pawn, and now we're just gonna gobble up these. Created my left, so I don't get back ring mated. That'd be kind of embarrassing. And then we just gobble up the loose pawns and 2 rooks versus 1 rook. I'm going to be winning that 10 times out of 10, no problem. So out of respect, he just resigned. Let's go ahead and check out our rating now. We are at 2025, which is the highest I've ever been. Yeah, 99.8 percentile. That's awesome. Seriously. Wow. Yeah, I'm just so shocked on how well I've been improving over the last, literally, since I started this YouTube channel. If we take a gander here, let's see, what did I start? I think I started back in May. Yeah, I started right there. And seriously, in like 3 months, I gained over 500 elo points, or 400 elo points. And I was kind of dormant for a while. You can see here for like I'd say around 3.5 weeks, I just didn't even play. But yeah, we're at 2025 now, which is an all-time peak. Extremely excited. We have a lot of momentum going for 2100. And yeah, guys, successful day today. We had a draw and a win. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for day number 3.